Hey everybody, it's Jerry, and today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple vegan, gluten-free pie crust. Now this is a basic pie crust that's used in a lot of my recipes, so let's get started. So here I have 1/3 cup of Earth Balance, so I'm just going to cream that with a fork. And then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar. Mix that together really well. Now I'm going to add my dry ingredients, which is 1/3 cup of brown rice flour, 1/3 cup of millet flour, 1/3 cup of tapioca starch, sometimes called tapioca flour. Either one's the same thing. Then I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. And mix all of that together really well. So you'll have sort of a crumbly consistency to it. And then make a well in the center of that, and we're going to add 3 tablespoons of water. And then mix that together, and you'll start to get a soft dough forming. So at this point you can just work it with your hands, and you just want to kind of knead it together a little bit. Not over the top, but just until it's nice and smooth and soft. Okay, then I have a pie dish which has been sprayed with oil. Now if you find that this is sticking when you use this, you can also sprinkle some brown rice flour or any other kind of flour over the oil and kind of knock out the excess, and that'll give you a really good surface that nothing will stick to. So, but the oil should actually work fine. So we're just going to press the dough into the pie dish, and we're going to spread it out just with our hands nice and evenly. And then we're going to flute the edges by just pinching together very gently between our fingers. Just push it off of the edge a little bit, just away from the edge. And then if you like, you can make a little design by just pressing down with a fork in between the those little flute edges. And again, I just push it off of the edge a little bit. Now make sure that you push your finger in along this sort of corner edge here, because the dough will tend to get kind of thick in that area, and we want to make sure it doesn't get too thick there. So just kind of press that in with your finger. And then the last thing we're going to do is just poke some holes with a fork all around, just to let the air escape so that it doesn't puff up. And then we're ready to bake this. We could bake this at 375 for 20 minutes if we want a pre-baked crust, or if you're making a pie where you're going to bake it with the filling, then we're ready to fill it and bake. And here we have our finished baked pie crust, vegan and gluten-free. Try it yourself at home and enjoy.